up and make your man some breakfast before I do.
Cooking with Kaya. It's a girl who cooks food. And men have just been glazing her like crazy, which is kind of fair when you peep the player build, but out of hand when you consider how much. And when I say glazing, it's a different level of glaze. I've heard dudes in full relationships talking about, oh, that's my wife for real, in videos like this.
Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do.
Just so inspirational.
Welcome to the video.
I'm pouring honey on you, go.
Cooking with Kaya.
Yeah.
Cooking with Kaya.
Yeah.
Cooking with Kaya.
Yeah.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
She opens every video by saying, make your man some food before I make some for him. You know, I always saw her post stories of people breaking up with their partners because of her videos, and I never believed it, right? I never believed it until this morning, right? She played the clip, the jingle, you feel me? And I'm like, oh damn, like you watching Cooking with Kaya. Yeah, she pulls up my phone screen up to my face talking about, why are you following her? I follow a lot of people on Instagram. She make good videos, she makes good food. Like, what's the problem? But she was really bothered by this. And I think that's interesting, right? Because I feel like this is a problem that, like, women have never really had to deal with, and men are kind of used to at this point. It's like, y'all remember when all those women were paying $1,500 for that meet and greet with Chris Brown? And even just generally how women idolize their favorite male artists. And will, especially your woman, will ask you to pay for her to go and see that artist in person. Now, men can't even follow somebody. I find that very interesting. Because as a man, I learned very early, you gotta have thick skin. I remember in elementary school when I told my crush I liked her, and she told me she was engaged to Justin Bieber. At that point, I learned the playing ground was not fair. And all on the internet, women just hate her. And given the nature of her content, it makes sense.
But as soon as I go to her page, I see exactly what everybody's talking about. I feel like it's rage baiting mixed with sexualization. And she know her target audience. Hello? She know what works for her. She know who she targeting. Then I go to the comments, there's all types of creeps in the comments. Baby, is they there for your food or that ass?
Yeah, you know why I'm here. I fucked the cactus.
Hello? Cause baby, why every video you gotta show that body? Yeah, it's nice, yeah, it's natural, but it's not nothing to be like, hey, ho, all about, no shade.
Now this statement got the same energy as when the homie says something about the Mustang you see driving by while he on foot. If you're gonna say something about that dude's 5.0, you gotta have at least an EcoBoost for your point to be valid. But I don't see nothing. I don't see no credentials.
Don't y'all want people to be original? Don't y'all want people to be themselves? Clock it. Just because she's not an original cooking, I guess, influencer or whatever, that don't mean what she's doing is wrong. Then I proceed to scroll down even more. She got all these no shade pick-me-ass videos about cooking for men and not having a ring and stuff like that. Baby, if you want to be boo-boo the food, go ahead. If you want to be a girlfriend that acts like a wife to a man that literally gives you the bare minimum, that's on you.
Now we starting to see the real reason she upset. She's imposing her own experience with dating on this content style entirely. That cooking for a dude who doing the bare minimum came out of nowhere, and it's really just showing her own experience and like where that opinion's really coming from for real.
Cooking with Kaya is just another example that y'all ain't really girls. It's not real. Y'all are mad, and I'm gonna say jealous, at the fact that there's a bunch of men making videos talking about how attractive this Cooking with Kaya girl is. And she is a nice looking girl with a nice natural body. And y'all are sitting up talking about, I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. Let me sit you down and look you in your face when I tell you this. It's not for you to get the hype.
I feel like part of it is also because she's just a regular girl, or not somebody who's already a celebrity or looks out of this world perfect. It's attainable, so I feel like they're jealous that it wasn't them.
It's not for you, right? If men are getting online and saying that they find her to be attractive, you questioning why they find her attractive is weird.
But I don't remember too many women being like, I don't get the hype, when it was Ice Spice getting glazed for how good she looked, or it was Tyler getting glazed for how good she looked. And I find that super interesting, right? And like, I'm wondering like what the outlier is. And maybe it's just that like that Kaya is just like a regular woman, but it could also be something else.
These men keep telling y'all that they like natural women. They want a naturally attractive girl with a nice fit body. She fits all of that. She got a nice natural face. She got a nice natural body. All right. But y'all are so hung up and so brainwashed by these BBL outrageous proportioned bodies that you just find it so hard to believe that men could just like a natural fit body.
This is an interesting point too, because I can't imagine any dude ever waking up in the morning and thinking, you know, I wish my girl looked like the Claremont twins. But 2 girls to get surgery and came out looking like that. So who is it that's really like putting these expectations on other women? Is it dudes?
So I go and do my little research. I look up the video. So I watch the video before I look at the comments to try and see if I could see what's wrong with it before I see, you know what I'm saying, what everybody's saying. I'm like, well, shit, is it the food? Is the food not looking right? I'm like, well, that motherfucker look pretty straight. It can't be that. And then as I go to the comments, I realize it's just because of what she said. Talking about get up and cook your man breakfast before I do. She ain't lie. Get your lazy ass up and cook your man some shit before she come and do.
Nah, for real though. But it's funny to see the effect that this viral video has on even women that cook. And see, a lot of women will act like, oh, I'm too good for that, and then turn around and do it themselves.
I've seen a lot of comments like this asking to see the food or whatever, or saying cooking with Nene. So here's the food, but I'm gonna tell y'all why I cannot be cooking with Nene or like cooking with Kai. I have 0 problems with cooking with Kai, and I think she's doing her thing and getting that back. But it gets to a point. I be shaking that, you know? And I'm not trying to have nobody come here with no backlash, talking about some attention, nobody body shaming me or nothing. The video I'm replying to was a joke. It was a 15-second video, and I didn't even make the food. Like, this was the next day. Don't mind the 4 tries with whipped cream, but like...
None of the shit that's going on with cooking and Kai is sit right with me. So maybe if y'all really wanted it, but right now it's a no for me.
Bro, this is the same thing. Nah, because this gotta be a troll. Because how's she gonna say I don't stand for what she doing on her account? Do the exact same thing, minus the only part that required any talent, cooking the food. And next, I wanted to add the only acceptable response I saw to the controversy. But it sucks because I don't even know if this is genuine or if it's just to capitalize off of the controversy and get attention.
But I don't even know if he's taking a piss.